Alright, in this video we're going to make a roof. So, how am I going to do that? The easiest way is to go to the top view, so press T, and we're going to... What the hell is that? First of all, I need to figure out whatever that is. I don't know what that was. Alright, anyways. So we're going to press T to go to a top view, and we're going to use a box. So I'm going to go to Create tab, and I'm going to create a box here. We want the roof to overhang a little bit in the front and not too much on the side. So more in the front than in the side. So something like this. Okay, and now I'm going to let go and drag up a little bit. So I think that's a good thickness for a roof. You can press R and for scale and adjust the thickness here. Make sure that you have this scale selected. That's a uniform scale. Now I'm going to cut this thing in the middle. So I needed to convert this into an editable poly. And now I'm going to go to edge mode, and I'm going to click and drag right down the middle here. And I'm going to click the settings box next to the word, or actually I'm just going to click connect. It's going to put a line right down through the middle. And I want this line to be lined up with this line right here, which is right here. So if I press W, I can move this line to line up right there, which should be in line with this point down here as well. Okay, let's check. Yep, that's pretty good. It's about as close as you're going to get. If you zoom in, the further you zoom, you'll see it's a little off, but we won't be able to tell. Alright, so what I'm going to do is press F for a front view. It might be L for you. And I'm going to go to vertice mode, and I'm going to select all these vertices. Just click and drag like this. Press W to activate the move tool, and I'm going to drag this up until this section right here meets the bottom pitch. And now I'm going to select this middle row of vertices, and I'm going to drag it up to line up here. We're getting closer, and now I'm going to select the bottom row again, and I'm going to drag down until this lines up with the roof. And now I'm going to go in here and select this row and just make sure it lines up nice and neat and sits flat on there. And here is sitting flat, and this needs to come down a little bit. So I'm just going to manually do that myself. Okay, so now we're going to put a roof texture on this. So I'm going to press M for material, and I'm going to right click, go to materials, go to scan line, go to standard, collapse this, and I'm going to click the settings box next to diffuse, double click bitmap lookup, double click roof, and now I'm going to drag this to the roof, making sure to let go only on the roof section. Okay, so this probably needs to get turned, which is a bummer. I'm not sure we can do it in this I'm not sure we can do it in this unwrap. We might have to get fancy, but I click on the modifier list. I'm going to type U, and I'm going to go to a UV map here, and I'm going to make it a box. Yeah, box, I guess. Planer might work. Let's try that. So it looks like we're probably oh, okay, we can fix this very easily. So just do what I did. Click this little arrow right here for UV map. Click on the gizmo, and I'm going to press E for rotate. Make sure the angle snap is on. It's this section right here. You can press A, and if we rotate this, let's see, 180 degrees. You can see at the XYZ down here, when you rotate, you'll see what happens there. If that was confusing, just go back a little bit further in the video and watch me do that again. And now all we're going to do is change this scale here so these shingles are a little bit smaller. And we can do that by changing all these to, let's just pick a number 7. That is way too small. I'm going to go with 4. And I'm going to change the width so they're a little bit wider. Change the length so they're a little bit taller. And press P to get a, maybe I'll make them a little bit smaller there. All right. Putting the blocks together on this thing. All right. So Control L toggles on and off the lights if you happen to add any lights with me. So I'm going to right click, convert that into an editable poly. And now I'm going to go to create, and I'm just going to create a big plane on the ground so we have sort of a base level down here. And we'll make that some generic green. I'm just, so it has something to stand off against. Let's do a door next video. Let's just stop there for now.